or air quality network, or because it's super polluted. I mean, Monterey is super polluted, and we need to start looking at what are the gases that are hurting us, right? What are those gases? What are the concentrations of them? Where they go? And we created this project as an holistic way where you can have the algae, all the beneficial effects of biotechnology into society. That's the mission of Alice. That's when we started. Alice is our company, and that's the mission of it. And we're getting there slowly, but right now we are starting that. And yeah, those systems are going to be generating oxygen, filtering particles, carbon, methane, nitrogen oxides, sulfur dioxides, a lot of toxic molecules, and are going to be expelling oxygen and clean air out of them. So those are the things that we are trying to make circular, because they are very, very polluted right now.
Yeah, it's a really big challenge. I mean, going back slightly as well to what you're talking about earlier, it reminds me of some of the sort of challenges or technologies I've sort of seen in the past. Yeah. So I was just going to ask you sort of some of the sort of stumbling blocks that have like limited this being like rolled out more often or more significantly. So on this very one, I've seen before, I remember seeing years ago a concept around algae taking air through water on sort of really busy motorways or tunnels where the air pollution is really heavily concentrated within the tunnel, to try and catch it as it's coming out the tunnel, feed it through the algae and then utilize it. But you don't really see them being sort of rolled out at all apart from beyond those pilots. So do you know some of the challenges that there are sort of around that other projects have run into maybe?
Yes. I mean, these applications of algae are really are hard for government type of individuals, because I mean, the technology is really good. I mean, it can help a lot and you can do a lot of good with it. But at the infrastructure level, sometimes it gets difficult. The conversation turns difficult that way. Because in Mexico, for example, it's difficult because the people in the power, they are just thinking about their 3 years or 6 years. They're not thinking in the future. They're just thinking in their present. And that really takes the conversation.
Incredibly familiar.
No, tell us about it. But yeah, I mean, it's going towards that. But you need to go from the bottom of the effort in order and take it all the way up. It's not like you can go halfway and just take it to the last bit you need to push it to the last bit. It's push everything. And it's really difficult to this kind of technologies like biotechnologies focus in the environment to be taken into account, because normally they don't see science that way, the way that can do good to the environment. So in order for you to really do all the work and push it all, it's really difficult. And sometimes the government, the persons, I mean, the people that take the decision, the final decision, you never get to him. And that's where everything stops. Also, it's incredibly complicated. I mean, it's not like you just take the water, or take the air and bubble it through the pond. I mean, it's engineering, marvelous design and stuff that we are working on. And the biotechnology needs to be like that in order to be environmentally and have an impact in the environment, a real impact in the environment. You need to be taking every step into account. You need to be measuring everything. You need to have the data, the real data. It's not just like, let's do that and okay, we are capturing X quantity of CO2. No, you need to have the data, and that's what really makes everything complicated. I think that's where the conversation gets really rough. Like, okay, where is this deployed? Okay, it's deployed in Singapore and deployed in Canada, and deployed in London, and deployed in Mexico, in other places. Let's do it within the city. It's deployed outside the city, and let's do it within. No, you need a lot of land, or no, we have this containerized system that doesn't require land, that we can grow into a tower, and we can clean the water, and we can generate oxygen within the cities, and we can filter the polluted air within the cities. This technology that we have is different. You need to start the conversation again. Doesn't matter how many people behind you have already started or talked about it with biotech, and with the government and with the companies that doesn't know about what you're doing and doesn't know the technology that you're talking about,